Welcome to part 35 of Let's Play Gran Turismo 4. In this episode, we're actually going to go into the garage here, and we are going to sort it by sell price. And what we're going to do is we're going to sell some stuff that we don't need anymore, starting with this Copen. Sorry, I know I'm selling the meme. Sorry, but I'm also going to sell this gold Vit, now that we have the pink one. I'm going to sell this gold one that we already used. And I'm also not going to sell those. Right, I'm going to sell this Altezza touring car. Because I want to sell a lot of these, like, high-value cars. I'm not selling that, though. I will sell this, the Jensen Interceptor. We'll get rid of that. I'm going to sell this Hyundai as well, the HCD6. This Audi RS6, I'm going to sell this too. Mazda 6 concept, I'm also going to sell this. This Lexus as well, the GS300. Gonna sell that. And yeah, that's everything I was gonna sell. Okay. So now, from here, I'm actually going to open up the, I'm gonna go to the used car dealers because I want to see if there's... I kind of just want to buy some cars that I might need, like, in bulk, if I can. So, starting with the historic dealer. Yes. I'm gonna need an Isuzu vehicle. So I'm gonna buy this. Not gonna get in, though. Not right now. But yeah, I needed one of those. I need a, No, I don't think it's gonna be... Oh, sorry. I don't think it's gonna be in here right now. And in terms of... Yeah, no, I won't need anything for... Okay, I think all those other ones I would just get a car in the... Well, actually, I do want to check, the other used showrooms, because I do need to look for a Honda Beat. Yeah, there we go, okay. I was about to say, I think the rest of the cars are just, that I need are just ones I can buy new, but nah. I'm gonna need a Honda Beat. I'm gonna need one of these. And if I can find that Daihatsu that I'm not allowed to say the name of. Because I need one of those too. Not a move. Maybe that's in the used car showroom too, I don't know. Oh my god. Look at that color. Look at that color though. That's a beauty. But I don't want to waste money right now because I need that money for other things. Did I? No, that's a Mira. Okay. There it is, there it is, there it is. The Daihatsu that I'm not allowed to say the name of. Yes. I need one of these too. And is there like a BMW 1 Series in here anywhere? I think everything else I would just buy new, right? Yeah, okay. Alright. And then I also... So I had to buy all those. That's cool, that's fine, that's all well and good. I also need to go to the new dealers because I need to go to Ford and buy a Focus. And I'm gonna go with... I could go... There's two choices. I could get the ST170, which is 170 horsepower. If I get it, I'm getting it in blue. It's 170 horsepower, 1,240 kilos. Or I get the RS, which is 212 horsepower, 1,278 kilos. It's a little bit heavier, but it's got more power, right? And for me, it's just, let me look at the rims, you know? Yeah, for me, it's all about the rims. I don't like the rims on this. So I'm going with the RS. I know it's a very superficial reason to go for the RS, but I'm going for the RS. RS is also, it's the racing spec one, right? So, like, it's, or at least what they claim to be racing spec, but I mean, like, front engine, front wheel drive, 4-cylinder engine at 212 horsepower. That's not really racing spec, but, like, you know what I mean. Anyway, we got the Focus RS. That's the more powerful of the two, so I'm not going to do any crazy tuning to it. I'm just going to put the tires on and enter the event. Because part 35 is the Focus Cup. Starting with race 1 at Autumn Ring Mini. 5 laps, by the way. Jesus. That event banner was a pretty cool image, by the way. I liked that event banner. That was cool. I really, really liked that photo, actually. Alright, let's go for it. 5 laps on Autumn Ring Mini, and I don't know, something tells me, I feel like these Focuses are a little bit too big for Autumn Ring Mini, but I don't know, we'll do it. I don't know, I feel like the Focuses should have been put on full Autumn Ring, not Autumn Ring Mini, you know? But anyway. Oh! Understeer. Gran Turismo 4, the real understeer simulator. Oh shit. Maybe I should have actually bought, like, racing tires or something. I don't know. Fuck. It's fine. We'll be fine. Everything will be okay. Lap 2. Okay. I'm starting to take these turns a little bit faster than I was earlier. That's good. Starting to recognize what turns I don't actually need to go down to second gear for and everything. And the game's just trying to make me drive overly cautiously. I'm like, bro, I'm fine. I don't really need second gear for any of this, honestly. Maybe, like, the first turn and that's it. You know? And then everything else is just third gear. Might want to do some extra braking to avoid going, or like some extra like lifting to avoid going off track, but yeah, you don't really need second gear for most of these turns. Although, I did have to go to second gear there because I fucked up my line and had to slow down more than I would normally have to. Alright, lap 5, let's go. Right around there. Yeah, perfectly fine. Okay. 8.9 second lead at the end, by the way. Holy shit. Love to see it. Alrighty. On to the next one. Next race is at Opera Paris Reverse. Oh god. Oh, here goes. Opera Paris Reverse. Here we go. Fuck. Two laps this time because it's a full track instead of a short track. So yeah, 2 laps instead of 5. So I assume the final race is also going to be 2 laps, which I think is at Seattle. So we got Autumn Ring Mini and then we got 2 city tracks. Okay. I didn't need to brake that hard there. I pulled an AI move there. Oof. Oh shit. Yeah, I didn't need second gear there. I only needed to go down to third, really. Oh god. Alright, second lap. Let's go. Let's try to get ahead of this Focus up here. Let's try to beat him. Oh, fucking wall. Oh god. Fuck. Okay. Oh shit. Alright. Alright, I gotta try to be fast here then on this turn. Faster than I was in the last lap. Okay. was a lot faster on that turn than I was on the first lap, so I'm hoping that helps me, but... Yeah, that's right. Fuck you. I sent him right into the fucking wall. If you didn't see that, rewind to when I looked back right after I bumped him, because you'll see it if you rewind and really look for it. When I do the look back, you'll see it. That he just went right into the wall and fucking gave up. Oh fuck. All right, I'll take it. That was funny as fuck. I'll take that for sure. More money, let's go. And on to the final race. Seattle Circuit. Final race at Seattle Circuit. Let's go. Also, sorry for hearing a lot of loud noises. My neighbors are being crazy right now. The joys of living in an apartment building. Seattle Circuit. Seattle Circuit, let's go. Alright. Seattle Circuit. And I already fucked up the first turn. I should have braked earlier. Okay. We are fucking everything up now. Okay. To be fair, I am driving a 200 horsepower front wheel drive car that I did not do any weight reduction on, so... This is to be expected, and it's kind of my fault that I'm not adjusting my driving style to accommodate for that. That's my fault. Oh. Okie dokie. Okay, that one I think I braked a little bit too early for. I could have braked a little bit later and not had a major issue, but... Not rear-wheel drive levels of late braking, though. I wouldn't have been able to get away with that. But I could have braked a little bit later than I did and been fine, you know? That was a little... Okay, I still braked a little too late. I thought maybe, like, right at the bridge, or right at the underpass would be, like, good, but no. Or overpass, technically, or what? Yeah, the overpass, yeah. I thought that would be good, but no. It was still too late, but oh well. For a lot of these, I'm using like the curb as the start of the curb as my braking point, and it's like, eh. I mean, to be fair, like GT4, it's not like GT3, where like GT3, that like flashing suggested gear thing was like actually accurate, and it would only start flashing in like the actual braking zone. So like you could trust that, and like you could trust that like you could brake right when it started flashing, and not brake too early, and not go too slow, and still be making like fast lap times and going around the turns fast. Like you could still do that, right? In GT3, you could brake right when it started flashing and be fine. Because GT3, it started flashing when the actual braking zone happened, when it was supposed to start flashing. But in GT4, it's like overly cautious, and the suggested gear thing starts flashing like way too early. And then sometimes it's way too late too, and you have to like, it's like GT4, you really do have to judge. With GT4, it's just like the first two games. You have to be able to judge the braking zones yourself, whereas GT3, it was like, they really were like holding your hand for it. Anyway, 5,000 credits. Alright, prize car time. What do we fucking got? Oh! Oh, nice. Okay. That's a good prize car. That's a good prize car. For the Focus car? That's a good fucking prize car. Damn. Damn. We got a fucking Mustang? Wait, there's Ford. What am I doing? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Yeah, no, I can't hold I can't hold that for that long. Especially not after I just took a bong rip and I'm like not standing up. So I don't really have as much access to my diaphragm as I should. Anyway, that's cool. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.